What
Nice
city
here.
you come from? What city you come from?
Chile, but I live in Brazil.
Okay, so you're from Chile.
Yes.
Okay, that's lovely. I think I never talked to someone from Chile. So tell us a little more about
Hola, ¿cómo
yourself,
estás?
please, Dani.
Huh?
Say that again, Daniel.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
So
Estoy
Dani,
bien.
Dani, talk a little more about yourself, please. What do you like to do? What are the kind of things that you like, that you enjoy doing?
I like sing, but my voice is horrible. And I like cook too.
Okay.
Is it?
What do you like to cook?
Rice and
Beans,
ramen.
rice,
Ramen.
and what? Say that again.
Rice and ramen.
Lamen. All right. Pasta. You mean pasta?
Pasta. Yes.
Okay. All right. Pasta. Dani, tell us, please, what are the most famous food in Chile?
Foods.
Chili con carne is a food from Chile. From Chile.
Yes. Soup. Cazuela.
Cazuela soup.
My English is a little.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We're here for it, for learning.
Cazuela. It's a soup and empanada.
Empanada.
Pastel, mas não é.
Okay.
It's very pretty. Pretty,
Okay.
pretty.
Okay, so
And
Dani, do you know the plate, the fajita one? Okay,
know.
that's maybe from Colombia. All right, so you would say sopa, the soup. What's the name of the soup? That is
cazuela,
cazuela. What else? What are the others?
empanada,
Empanada,
and palta.
palta.
Avocado with
Paleta
salt
ou palta?
and palta. Igual a guacamole.
Como se escreve? Como se escreve palta?
Palta.
Como se escreve? P-A... P-A...
P-L-T...
T-A. All right, palta. Okay, that's great. I'm going to check this out. So, Helen, welcome. Helen, introduce yourself once again, please.
Hi, guys. I think it's awesome because there
Hello.
are always new people here. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Really nice to meet you, Danny and Danny. I'm Helen. I'm from Brazil, São Paulo. Hope you don't mind. I'm going to do my makeup because I'm going to have a dinner tonight. I really like to sing too. I really love to cook too. Pasta and rice. What else? I like to travel, and I'm always here, always.
Thank you so
Because
much.
I think it's awesome. Because, sorry.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for receiving us. Because I mean, you're a teacher, and this is the opportunity I have to practice my English without having to pay for it.
Yeah. Okay,
So
yeah,
thank
we're
you.
here for it. So, Daniel, introduce yourself once again, please.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Daniel. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And I'm also right here to practice my English as well with you guys. It's very nice to be right here.
Okay, and you were talking about the fights that you like to do, the jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing. Why do you like those kinds of fights, Daniel?
First of all,
Is that a kind of hobby, or do you would you use that like
for career.
as a career?
All right. No, it's not for a career. It is about for a hobby. I like to do it for a hobby, for healthy issues, you know. So for me, this is something very important, you know, especially right now that I'm actually with 27 years old, almost in the 30s. I'm very worried about my healthy. So I'm just start to practice sports, you know, practice sport, be healthier, you know, and just for a hobby, only on just for health.
Okay, that's great. So Daniel, I would like you to ask a question to Danny, please. Any question?
Any question? So Danny, you're talking about Chilean foods, right? Have you heard about arepas? You got something like this in Chile? Because in Colombia, there's a food called arepas. Looks like tapioca. You know what I mean?
No, I never eat rapas.
Arepas.
Arepas. Arepas.
Arepas.
Arepas. No.
No. Cool.
Okay,
What did you?
but,
Well,
is that from Chile?
no.
Is that from Chile?
I don't know.
Okay, let's.
Just for curiosity, because I got a friend from Colombia, and she told me about the food over there, and I thought maybe they'd be the same. Where you from? Where did you come from? Santiago?
Antofagasta.
Ah,
Say that again, please.
Ex-
What's that city?
Antofagasta.
Antofagasta. How far is that from Santiago?
Santiago, here, and my city, north.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. How long do you take on a bus from your city to Santiago?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay, that's close. That's not far. Yeah. So where are you living right now in Brazil, Danny?
What
Where you're living right now in Brazil?
São Paulo.
São Paulo. Okay, São Paulo. Do you like Brazil?
Yes, I live here in 16 years.
For 16 years. How old are you?
But my father talked to me in Spanish, and my mom too. And my mom is teacher Spanish, and so I talk Spanish too.
Okay. So you came to Brazil. How old were you when you came to Brazil?
My mom
¿Cuántos años tenía cuando vieste a Brasil?
2
2 años. Es una brasileña. No es. Es chilena solamente por ter nacido en Chile.
Yes.
Vale, muy bueno. Muy bueno. Dani, ask a question to Helen, please. Any question?
Me?
Yeah,
For her?
please. Yeah.
Ellen, your quarantine. Como é que fala quarentena, gente? Pelo amor de Deus.
Quarantine.
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 Your quarantine. Talk about.
Talk about my quarantine.
Yes.
I'm going through a lot, actually. It was been okay until December because my dad had a heart attack and he went to hospital and he had to stay there for like a month, and he went through surgery. And when he was recovering from surgery, he had a how can I say, seizure, convulsionou. I think
Say that completely. Say that completely in Portuguese.
Ele teve como é que é? Ai, eu tô misturando tudo na cabeça. Ele teve uma convulsão.
Convulsão de quê?
Convulsão, porque ele teve febre e aí ele convulsionou.
Okay.
I think
I'm gonna check that out. But
Okay.
Yeah.
So when he was recovering for surgery, he had a convulsion, and then he had COVID and bacteria. So he had to stay like for a very long time. And my mom got in. He's better now. He's 100%. His heart is better than mine now. But my mom is suffering again with depression. So right now I'm going through a lot. My mom is getting better. My dad is already better. So that's it. My quarantine is basically taking care of them. And I don't know, I became like a housekeeper. I have to do the laundry, I have to cook, I have to take care of the house because my mom can't because of the depression. But we have to do what I have to do. So that's it. It's been kind of hard, but I like to sing, as I told you, and I play ukulele. So I spend a lot of time singing and playing and pretending that everything is okay.
Okay, so that is your father, is it?
Yes, my father.
Okay, but he's well right now.
Yes, he's 100%. Like
Okay.
his heart is better than mine at this point.
Okay, so convulsion, you can say that, but the mostly common is seizure.
Seizure, yeah.
It's seizure.
Yeah.
Thank
Seizure
you.
or convulsion, yeah, you can use both. Because always we try to make things difficult, a little more difficult, so we can maybe, for example, say to ourselves, no, convulsion, it's not going to be convulsion, it's going to be another thing. Yeah, but that both works well. Helen, so tell me please, you are a Nisei, a half Japanese, half Brazilian. How?
Yes, I am the third generation, so it's each Nissan. I am Sensei. My grandfather is from Japan.
Nisei is the second one, is it?
Yeah, it's Ichi Nissan.
Ichi,
So
it's Nisei, is it?
yeah, Nisei. Nisei is Sensei.
Oh, so all right. So it goes until the third generation, and after that, the person is not considered anymore a Japanese, is it?
No, I think it's until the fourth. It would be like Nisei Sans. Wait, Ichi Nissan. No, yeah, you're right. It's until the third.
Yeah, just until
no, it's considered, but yeah, I don't know how they call it.
You cannot have the papers as a Japanese civilian, for example. Because why am I telling you? Why am I asking you that? Because the two sons of my stepmother, my stepmother was married to a Japanese one, 100% Japanese, and their son. So they are Nisei, is it? Nisei, the second generation.
Correct.
Okay, so he was a son of Japanese mixed with Brazilian, because if they were a Nisei, yeah, okay, they are the second generation.
It's very confused. Well, but I don't know if they can be considered as Japanese. Like, I worked in Japan for 1 year, and
you could have your papers as a Japanese.
Yes, I did. But if my children want to go, if someday I have children, I don't know if they will be. They can. I don't think they can do that. It would be way more complicated than it was for me.
Yeah, because until the third generation, that works well. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So, Helen, ask please a question to Daniel.
Okay. If we wasn't living a pandemic, wasn't? Is that correct? Weren't.
If we weren't, because
If we
it's the
weren't,
plural. Yeah.
living this pandemic, and you had like infinite money and you could go wherever you want to, where would be and why?
Right now, I definitely be in London because
I've
this
been
is one
there.
of the.
Say that again, please. What country?
Are you definitely being in London, England?
London.
Yeah.
Why London?
First of all, I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter movies, medieval movies. I love the British culture. You can see for a little bit from my accent. So for me, the whole history of Britain is actually very interesting. So it's a place that you like to meet. Not only right there, of course, but it's one of the top list of places that I like to meet. It's actually London. That city for me is amazing.
You won't regret. My sister had a scholarship, uma bolsa de estudos. That's correct.
Scholarship, yeah.
Scholarship, because she was a great student, his university, and she went to London. I mean, they paid for everything. It was a uma universidade pública.
Yes.
So they paid for everything for her for 3 months, and she lived there. And I mean, I didn't made a lot of money back then. My salary was like 800 reais, but I did everything that I could, and I went. The police officers, they almost didn't let me in because they thought, okay, what are you going to do here? I mean, you don't have money and you're saying your sister is here because you won a scholarship. So yeah, so I almost didn't get in, but I did, and I shared my sister bedroom, which was a very small one, for 1 week, and I didn't have money. So I mean, we just used the subway, and she showed me the London Eye, and it was one of the most beautiful experiences I ever had. This shirt I bought there in the street.
Primark.
And it was awesome. So I'm pretty sure you won't regret, and I really hope you can go soon. Sorry,
I'm sure he's going to go up there, because when we dream, the first step of doing a thing is dream about that, or which means to imagine yourself, put yourself, your mind into that that goal. So yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
So,
it's actually true. It's actually true. I can even imagine that they've been in the countries that they already met, like 2 years ago, and that happened. So when you dream about it, when you stay positive, thinking positive, things happen. It's actually true.
yeah. Oh, yeah, this is it. So I lived in London for 1 year, in Paris for 1 year, and in several other countries, Portugal, Switzerland, Russia, Spain.
Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland, in Basel, the German part of Switzerland, for 5 months. As I was a kitchen chef, I could travel anywhere, and I was 18 to 24 years. So for me, the world was my home. So so what I tell you guys, for example, Helen, did you have to work in any country that you have been? Because, for example, for me, to pay my studies, my rent, all of my stuffs, I had to work for that, and I worked as a waiter at the beginning, and after that, I went to the kitchen and I I knew how to cook, so I started doing all of those kinds of food. So I became a kitchen chef. So kitchen chef, wherever you go, you can work because there is place for kitchen chef everywhere. So Helen talked to us, I think, several times that one of her goals is to have a restaurant of vegetarian food. So Helen, I would tell you, if you go to Europe to learn how to cook, you are going to come back to Brazil with lots of baggage, which means with lots of experience. And yeah, so this is it. When you are not afraid to work in whatever country it is, you can travel wherever you want. So yeah, Daniel, if you are not afraid to work, just go. You are going to find your place.
That's really nice to hear, Emerson, because I do want to be a chef. It's my biggest dream, and I do want to travel the world as well. So it's really nice to hear. I'm actually kind emotional here listening to you, because that's the kind of thing that I want to say like in 10 years from now, that I have
Yeah.
lived in so many countries that I almost get lost when I'm telling people this.
How old are you right now?
I'm 24.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are starting your life. You are still starting your life. I am 33 and I think I'm starting my life.
Yeah.
So with on your 24 20s, oh my God, you have your whole life ahead. Emanuele, welcome, and introduce yourself for those who don't know you, please.
Hello, how are you? So, my name is Emanuele. I'm from Paraná, and I have been learning English for 2 years.
Okay, what are your
Yes.
hobbies? What do you like to do?
I like to cook. I like to watch movie and series. I like to travel, listen to music.
I have to say, Emanuele and we are like super best friends now. Because, yeah,
Great.
I mean it. Really, we are super friends now. And she has to tell you guys um, about her experience with his fiance. She
Okay,
has to
go
tell
ahead,
you because
please.
it's an awesome story.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so
We're
by
here
the
to
way, I
talk. We're
saw
here to for it. Yeah. Go ahead, please, Emmanuel.
Helen doing her makeup. And by the way, she's gonna do my makeup in my wedding.
Really, for
So
real, like in the States,
for
in the
real,
United States, I'm going to do her makeup because I'm
I'm
a makeup
already in her
artist.
schedule. So my fiance, he's American, and then when I met him 2 years ago, 2 years and a half, about, I started to talk to him, but only by Google, using Google Translator, because I didn't know any English and he didn't know any Portuguese. So I was just talking with him using Google. And then when he started to send me audios because he thought I knew English for real, he didn't know I was using Google Translator. And then he started to send me audios. And I was also finding an excuse to say, I'm sorry, I can't hear right now. I'm busy. I'm at the university or something like that. And then he was sending to me, I was asking him to send text messages so I could put on Google Translator and translate. And then a few days later, I went to the US and I had the opportunity to see him for the first time. And then he noticed I didn't know any English. And we had a translator with us, which is my aunt. So every place we went, she was with us, translating everything. It was a very good experience because I learned a lot from that trip.
And for how long well, how long are you in the USA right now?
Oh no, I'm not in the US. I just went for vacation there.
Okay, so you and your fiance, you are living in Brazil right now?
Yes.
Okay, he accepted to come to live in Brazil?
No, he doesn't know any English.
But
Any Portuguese.
Portuguese. But
Yes.
what he thinks about Brazil?
He loves Brazil. He loved to come here. He already went to Brazil for like 4 or 5 times. Every opportunity he wants to come here.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Emanuele, so this is it. Sometimes we have the chance of learning a new language and we learn that. And sometimes we have to put ourselves into that forcefully, which means we just go without being prepared for that, and we have to do. So you did it. Yeah, congratulations. So, and I saw that you're a teacher right now. You're studying pedagogy, is it?
I'm an English teacher for kids.
Yeah.
3 to 6 years old, but I'm becoming a dentist this year.
Okay, so you're thinking about leaving this this job of teaching English, or you are going to try to do both?
No, it's just for a period of time, just to make some money and to help him to pay for the wedding.
Okay, that's great. So Daniel is telling that his pastors, his priests are actually Americans who lives in Brazil. So Daniel, did you learn your English by in your because of your church? Is it?
No, not because of them, because that's actually I'm at this church actually 2 years. So when I came back to Brazil, I just I just searching for a church to go on Sundays, and I just saw them on Instagram, and I thought very interesting. And the first service I went over there, and the pastor was preaching in English, translating to Portuguese, and I thought really interesting, So, but they live in Brazil.
So you never went to a English school. You learned mostly about by yourself, is it?
I went to English school, but at the same time, searching the internet, watching movies, series TV, and the experience that I had walking on ship also helped me very much. So.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So, Emanuele, ask a question to Danny, please. And after you ask a question to her, we are going to do a dynamic group. The one that you told us to do that we had on time last time. So, ask any question to Danny, please.
Okay, which Danny?
Danny, the girl one.
Okay. Hi, Danny. How are you?
Hi.
Danny is from Chile. Is she
I'm good. And you?
I'm very good. Really? You're not from Brazil?
No, but
yes,
I understand Portuguese.
Yeah, tell Danny, introduce yourself once again, please.
Como se fala que eu tenho idade? Porque eu acabei de esquecer como é que se fala.
Você quer falar a sua idade?
Uhum.
Ok, I am
19 years.
19 years old.
Old, yes.
Yeah.
And my name is Danny. My favorite color is pink and lilac. And I like cook and sing.
Okay,
Okay,
nice.
that's great. That's great. So, Emanuele, ask any question to her, please.
Okay. Why did you start learning English? Do you have any goal in your life that involves English?
For watch Netflix
Mm-hmm.
and understand my things, favorite things.
I see, but is there any reason for starting learning,
Yes.
like a goal? Like I want to travel around the world, that's why I want to live abroad.
My intentions, my real intentions is make, do, or do, and
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
é fazer serviço voluntário no exterior, porque eu já faço aqui, mas tem um trabalho que é lá.
Dani, tenta imaginar assim, ó, quando você for falar make, é estilo você tá fazendo alguma coisa do zero e vai preparar, fazer alguma coisa e deixar ela pronta. Por exemplo, você vai fazer um bolo, você não vai do a cake, porque você vai preparar ele alguma coisa que não existia e vai deixar ele pronto. Eu tenho umas explicações mais detalhadas sobre isso, mas eu vou te dar a explicação mais geral, só para você ter uma noção. Não se preocupe, geralmente, quando, por exemplo, to, for, make, do, between, among. Não se preocupa muito com essas coisas, só tipo fala, porque isso aí são coisas que você vai pegando com o tempo, tá bom? Aí, assim, por exemplo, se você fala assim, fazer exercício, né? Você não fala assim, make exercise, você vai falar do exercises, porque você está praticando algo, você está fazendo algo. Então, você falou que vai fazer o quê? Voluntariado? Você tem vontade de fazer voluntariado, é isso?
Isso, é um
So,
serviço
do
voluntário.
voluntary job.
Eu
Você
uso
pode-
essa regra do do and do make, eu não sei se se aplica para todas as palavras, mas eu uso make quando é uma coisa que você utiliza as mãos para fazer, e o do quando não é alguma coisa manual. Não sei se se aplica para tudo, mas
Legal. Vou refletir sobre isso, que eu nunca tinha pensado dessa forma. Mas já é
sim,
uma outra
eu
opção.
parei para pensar nisso e até então tá fazendo sentido.
Sim, já é uma outra opção. Legal, legal.
E tem
Ok.
algum um país que você quer viajar, fazer esse serviço? Ó, tô falando em português já.
Yes.
O serviço voluntário.
Yes, USA, but city it's Warwick. Warwick. I don't know it's city or bairro. Eu não sei se é o bairro ou se é a cidade, mas é Warwick o nome.
Work, is it in England?
USA.
USA, York.
Maybe it's a county.
York.
Maybe
Yes.
it's a county.
Yeah, maybe a county or a city. Yeah, maybe it's a county. Talvez seja um vilarejo ou uma cidadezinha pequena, porque
County.
York também existe
In England.
na
Yeah.
Inglaterra. Ok, yeah. Maybe it's a town. Town é uma cidadezinha pequena. Okay, so you wanna do a voluntary in the USA, is it? Dani, can you hear me?
Wait. Agora voltou. É porque alguém tinha me ligado e aí sempre que alguém liga, o áudio fecha.
Okay, so you want to do a voluntary job in the USA, is it?
Danny,
Okay,
let me
that's
tell
great.
you something. I'm planning going to Nicaragua this year to do a voluntary also.
Nicaragua is in Central America, is it? Okay,
Yes.
that's great. Pessoal, só uma observação. Eu vou fechar essa sala aqui hoje com uns 40 minutos, que eu não consegui preparar a aula das 20 horas. eu vou ter que preparar ela, que geralmente a gente vai uns 30 minutinhos a mais, a gente abre uma outra, vai fechar aqui em 4 minutos. E aí é o seguinte, Dani, o que eu te recomendo para a Dani e para o Daniel, eu não vi o Daniel ainda lá no grupo do Facebook. Olha só, a Ellen e a Emanuele, elas estão conversando ali e já criou uma amizade. Então, eu sugiro vocês, pessoal, Daniel e Dani, mandam um oi lá bem no grupo do Facebook, bem no post da quarta do inglês aqui, da nossa descrição completa, né? Você tá lá no grupo do Facebook, Dani?
Não, eu vi, acho que
Você
ontem,
pegou o
e
link
aí eu já
onde?
quis entrar hoje.
Sim,
Tô vendo
você
esbaforida.
pegou o link onde?
No Facebook mesmo. Eu
Ah,
só
então você tá no
abri
grupo
o
do
site.
Facebook, sim.
Eu tô no grupo.
Não
Tô
tô
no
no
grupo também.
grupo, porque eu não tenho Facebook.
Ah, então dá para entrar sem ter Facebook também. Eu não sabia que tinha
Tá.
como. Legal, legal. Tá, Dani, mas eu te recomendo fazer, né? E manda um oi lá, tipo, oi, gente, a Dani, vai lá no post dessa aula. Oi, gente, a Dani e tal. E aí, Dani e Daniel? E a gente vai fazendo essas interações. O objetivo é esse, de a gente praticar, aprender, errar junto, aprender junto. E aí a gente também, né, às vezes, enfim, não é via de regra, né, mas às vezes surge essa amizade também e tudo. E, pessoal, aí o que a gente vai fazer? Eu vou ter aula agora ao vivo lá no YouTube das 20 às 20h30, 20h40 e 21h30 eu vou abrir uma sala lá no Clubhouse. Inclusive, eu gostaria de pedir a Emanuele e a Ellen, se acaso elas forem, né, se vocês forem, eu vou colocar vocês como administradoras, para o caso de eu cair, se acaso a internet cair alguma coisa, a sala não fecha. E aí, eu vou pedir vocês para não aceitarem ninguém, deixar só para eu aceitar as pessoas para subir lá para a salinha. Por quê? Porque vocês viram lá que tem um pessoal que entra, eu já conheço eles de algum tempo, que são meio inconvenientes, eles querem falar o tempo todo, não deixam os outros falarem, e aí eles começam a querer passar na frente de todo mundo, e começam a querer, enfim, e perde o foco todinho, que é dar oportunidade para a galera ali mais iniciante falar. Então, eu vou pedir vocês para, né, porque geralmente enfim, ou eu não deixo o cara subir quando eu já sei que ele é assim, que a pessoa não fica interrompendo toda hora, todo mundo, não deixa o pessoal praticar. Enfim, faz a gente perder o foco ali, né? Porque o meu objetivo é tentar dar oportunidade do mesmo tanto de tempo, tentar equilibrar esse tempo para todos. E a partir do momento que tem pessoas ali, enfim, é isso aí. E aí, gente, vejo vocês então lá 9h30. A Ellen ficou linda ali, na verdade, as meninas todas lindas aí, mas ensina depois pra gente aí. Na verdade, galera, olha, já tem aqui um tutorial. Quem assistiu essa aula completa aqui já sabe como fazer a maquiagem, né? Aí ele depois dá as dicas finais aí. Mas bacana, gente. Alguém quer falar alguma coisa ou perguntar alguma coisa antes de fechar? Vai fechar em um minuto.
Eu só vou vir aqui só nessa aula, infelizmente, porque eu tenho outro compromisso logo às 19h. Então, mas muito obrigada por me deixar entrar e conversar com vocês. Estou fazendo inglês há um mês e eu tô, tipo, meio perdida, mas eu tô gostando bastante.
Seu inglês tá ótimo, juro. Em um mês eu não falava nada.
Exatamente.
Parabéns, você super conseguiu se comunicar, a gente entendeu o que você queria dizer.
Sim.
Obrigada.
Continue, vem sempre.
E vai cair em menos de um minuto. Dani, a gente espera então você aqui. Quarta-feira que vem tem novamente. E é isso aí.
Tá bom,
Participa lá com a gente e tendo qualquer dúvida é só perguntar. Bye bye, guys. Thank you guys so much.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.